Big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, chat GPT, generative AI, every single year there is some buzzword that catches our attention and gets us hooked to the data industry. And this is a really, really awesome thing. However, have you ever wondered how is the life of people who are working in the data industry as a data scientist or as a data analyst? Are they satisfied with their career choices 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line into their career? Working in the data industry for close to 15 years, I have figured out that there are some harsh realities that no one talks about. However, you don't have to worry about it because that's exactly what we're going to do today. Hi everyone, this is Gaurav and welcome to my learning channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the harsh realities of working in the data industry as a data scientist or a data analyst. Before we dive into the details, there is something I would like to quickly highlight. Data industry in its current form is about 20 to 25 years old, and because of which things are fairly unstructured. Organizations are still trying to figure out how to use the data industry to the best of their advantage. The feeling is same as if you just bought a new shiny tool and you don't know how to use it, you don't know where to use it, but all you know is that you're really excited to use it. And this brings to the harsh reality number one, which is organizations oftentimes try to force fit data science into the places where it really does not belong. So I'll give you one example from my own personal life. A while ago, I was working in a data science team as a modeler. And back then, text mining was a really big buzzword. Everyone was excited about it and everyone wanted to do it. One fine day, product team reached out to me and they were asking, can we do a text mining on the chat data where our customer care representatives were chatting with customers for the different complaints that they had. Now I explained them that this was not a good idea because back then in order to raise a complaint, you have to go through a drop-down experience where you have to select different topics on what is your exact complaint and post which you start chatting with the customer care representative. However, given everyone was so excited, it was decided that we'll go ahead with the exercise. And we did complete the analysis. It took us about close to 2 months to prepare the data, do the analysis, and then package everything and share the finding with our leadership. However, not to our surprise, the findings were very similar to what we saw as a part of a drop-down. So if somebody has selected a drop-down that I have grievances regarding payment, that's exactly what they chatted about, which was not very surprising. And post which this entire idea was dropped. So that's close to 2 months of our entire analysis that just went down the drain. And you will see this happening a lot in the data science industry because this is the exploratory field where things are not very structured, A, and B, people actually don't fully understand what are the different things that you can and cannot do with the data science industry, because of which your success rate is not going to be very high. And I would say that it's probably about 10 to 20%, which means only 10 to 20% of your analysis will actually result in something that can be implemented in the production environment, which is fairly low. So if you think about it, if you have worked in 10 different projects during the entire year, only 1 or 2 of those things will be implemented in the production environment. Now, organizations always think in terms of ROI, which is return of investment. So they always think that there is this new team, which is a data science team that I just formed. And at this point in time, out of every 10 projects, only 2 of them are successful. So that's not a very good run rate, I would say. Next one is related to skill set requirement. Now, at this point in time, we don't have lots of structured courses which is catered towards only data science or being a data analyst. We do have certain master's degree which gives you a specialization in the data science industry. However, how quickly things are changing, I would say these courses are at least 5 years behind. Because of which you can say that this is a very self-learned industry where you will have to learn things on your own, which is a really good thing if you think about it. Anyone at this point in time can open their computer, and if you have access to the internet, you can start learning about data science and data analysis industry. And if you're putting in the right effort, you're good to go in the next 6 months. However, this brings in additional complexity because this does increase a lot of competition. Given there is so low entry barrier, a whole lot of people are trying their luck in data science industry for the right reasons, because of which you will find it very difficult if you're getting started in this industry. There are far and few positions for the fresher, and there are lots and lots of people who are applying for it. However, once you get established into this field, then things become much more easier. Another thing to know here is that given how quickly this field is changing, you will have to keep on updating your skills, which means 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years into your career, you will have to keep on updating your skills. Now, if that's something that you want to do for the rest of your life, otherwise, this was your harsh reality number 3. And the last one is related to the future of people who are working in the data science industry. Have you ever wondered what happens to the career progression of people who are working in this industry 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line? Everyone thinks that you get started as a junior data scientist, then afterwards you will become a senior data scientist, and probably at some point in time you will become a lead or a team leader. But that's a level that you can achieve in like first 5 to 10 years of your career. What after that? What happens after 10 years or 15 years into your career? Now, as I mentioned earlier, most of the organization thinks in terms of return of investment. So if they have started a new data science team, they'll be thinking that how much benefit am I getting from this team? And if I don't have this team, will I lose any money? Given most of the data science teams are not functional owners of any particular work stream, it becomes very difficult to sell the idea of overall return of investment that their team is generating. This is why most of the organization try to maintain the data science team as a functional support, which means your development could be capped once you have grown senior enough into a particular team. So at some point in time, people who are working in this industry have to make some hard choices. And here are the choices. Choice number one, you stay in the same team. However, that could potentially mean that your development is going to be capped, your salary is not going to increase year after year, and you will probably not get the promotions with the same rate as you were getting earlier. Choice number two, move to some of the other domains. However, it's possible that you will have to start a few levels below. And this is what most of the people opt for. So at this point in time, if you're working in the data science industry, you will see that people do move out of the teams, and their most common exit options are product teams or strategy teams. Irrespective of which path you choose, you will have to make some compromises. Either you're going to get capped in terms of your overall development, or you will have to lose out in terms of the few years of your experience, which is definitely something that you would not like to do if you're working very diligently in this industry. Now, I can go all night long to keep on telling you some of the other harsh realities of this industry. However, I'm going to wrap it here. Again, the intent of this video was not to scare you away, but just to kind of help you make a good calculated decisions. I wish you best of the luck. Thank you so much.